Welcome to another week of Ether Rays. This is Astra season, and we're starting off with a rematch here, and we're going to see how we can get into this one.
Always.
A fairly tough match as well. This is a decently constructed defense. It's just that, oh, he got the new thing. So he got the new thing as well, which is the terrain stuff. So, yeah, we're going to go into this one with Marth, since looking at the options here, I feel like it's the best thing to do. A lot of my teams are melee for Astra season. The Lin team, I guess I could probably try to snipe Camilla, but the problem is there's no one that on the Lin team that can really take out Jimbro, to the best of my knowledge. So that would have been like a lost condition. And not only him, there's no one on there that would have been able to take out the enemy Marth as well. So I don't have anyone on that team that has Hardy Bearing, or I mean, not even that Hardy Bearing matters. There's no one that hits hard enough to kill him, to kill the enemy Marth. So it probably wouldn't have worked, which would have left me to go melee range, and then I'd have to deal with these ice blocks and the traps and Canto control, and god, it's just so much to think about. So this is the easiest strategy, and we're gonna try to tank it. My biggest concern here is Athos, because Marth has gotten blown up by him so many times. So we're gonna try to avoid Athos to the best of our ability. He is quite the terrifying prospect for dual Marth here. So we're gonna set up like this. We should at least be able to get Camilla on this turn. I'm not quite sure if we'll be able to take out Rhea, but she will warp down since she has the Celica ring. And then it's just, you know, we're going to see where everyone leaves off. Hopefully Athos will be in a position that I could potentially get him. But looking at where he is, I don't think he'll get that far. So we're going to have to deal with the Lin ring on turn 2, on Athos rather. And that does not sound like fun. It's very interesting to see how this terrain will interact with the way that I'm able to play this particular map. This is also the first time I'm really using Crom to any great extent. I've had him for a while now, and honestly, I've just been staring at the unit. I think I used him in a couple of arena seasons, and he did like okay. He wasn't like anything that struck out to me, as the numbers were like whatever. It wasn't that impressive, but this is like the first time I'm really like going to consistently use him for this week, and I'm a little bit unfamiliar with, you know, just moving him around. So we're gonna see. It does feel like he plays, you know, similarly to most of the other comps. The thing that I was trying to figure out there is, does his effect spread? You know, like how when Ninja Lucina does her swap thing, everyone within 2 spaces gets the effect. Doesn't seem like Crom's thing works like that. It's just between him and whoever he swaps with or positional assists with. So gotta keep that in mind, I guess, as I go along throughout the remainder of the week. I guess, to be fair, it is a lot like Brave Crom. It's only him that gets it's selfish in that way, but I was thinking that there would at least be some aspects of it that are shared. I don't know, Canto or something, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Ooh, that's not a great spot for Athos. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Oh man, that terrain. You know what's great about the terrain is that it's on enemy phase. But what's also bad about the terrain, but there's a lot of other negatives. It makes it so difficult to see anything. I don't know if they could have done anything about the color, I can't see anything. I can't really see what's going on behind the colors here. They should allow us to be able to change the color schemes. I don't know, maybe make it darker or something, because well, then I probably would mess with the game to a degree that it might be game breaking. I don't know, but this is it's a lot of stuff going on this map, and I can't see. I'm trying to figure out where I can bait from.
Is it time?
We're gonna avoid Athos as much as I'm trying to also see where his range is, Athos, because that's problematic. And we're also gonna try to bait. I don't know what to call her, man. Blue Bird sister, I guess. holder. The names. Oh, that old man from the story. They've done a fantastic job of making him extremely creepy. He gives off stay away from this old man energy very, very highly. Just reading what his dialogues are. I mean, just looking at his art style, I was like, man, this guy looks kind of creep, you know? But actually, let him, like, reading what he's saying and stuff, I was like, I do not vibe with this guy at all. Like, I would not want to summon him if he came out on a banner and you know, try to have to use him. I'm not interested in like, I feel like out of all of the villains that they've put out so far, this is probably the one that I hate the most.
I can test my skills.
Just because of how creepy he is. Like, I'm thinking about, like, some of the other ones that could have potentially been bad. Evil guy from the goat evil guy, he was bad, but not this bad. Yeah, I think this guy, this old man is very, very creepy, and I do not want him to be in the game as a summonable character. So hopefully that never happens. But here we go. We're gonna take out the sister here, Bluebird sister, and then we're gonna see where the rest of the team lines up, the enemy defense lines up, and take it from there. Should be able to clear this. Ooh. Okay. Don't die. Please do not die. You can tank this. I believe in you. Okay. This is like the third time he's killed her. That sucks. And now we have more of the grass stuff with Corin. Oh my god, that's such a massive range.
I see.
Okay, Crown can kill. Alright, we're gonna leave. We lost this one. Stupid Athos, man. What's this? +2. Alright, let's get out of here, man. I didn't expect him to get that far. He started all the way in the top right-hand corner, and look at where he is right now. Jeez, dude, so annoying. Alright, man, GG's, you got me. Okay, here we go with our second attempt. This match is, not gonna lie, even tougher than the last one. I have no idea what to do with this. We're gonna go with the Marth team again and hope. We're just gonna hope that things work out. The thing, this map, it's saying to me that you need to be able to tank to win, but I don't know what I would even begin to tank with. It's like, I'm not using Jimbro on offense, and I don't have any near or far saves. So, well, I mean, I do have Neathhogger. I don't think she would win. And the problem is, even with Neathhogger, she would lose to this unit in the back here, Veronica, who is well tucked away with Swap. So she's definitely going to be a problem at some point further down the line once everyone moves around a bit. And the thing about this defense is like, the trap placements are very well laid out. It's difficult for you to try to initiate here and then get away. And then we have Canto Control on this Byleth here. Fantastic candidate for it. Yeah, just not a lot of openings for this defense, and the main opening would be, trying to take out Rhea, who would probably be the magic save. I mean, you probably could do it, but with who? I don't really have anyone that could, blow her up. I need to adjust my range team for Gale Force. But it's not a lot of units that I can actually swap out on that team. Maybe Crom. I have Crom on there, but I'm just not very confident in his ability to kill things. He has not proven himself to be a good unit without the AoE. Or even with the AoE, he just fails sometimes. And then the trap positioning, it's difficult to get him to do his stuff on this map because I'm pretty sure that's the real trap. 1, 2, 3 traps. Yeah, that's definitely the real one. And then this Byleth, his range is so massive. I mean, I could probably try to close this down if I move, because this is because of the Celica ring to give him additional mobility. But he's so sneaky, he can like hit from 3 spaces away. Even if you have someone tucked behind a unit, he can still hit them. So This just doesn't look like something that I could win without a near save or a fire save, and Okay, so we're just gonna go into this with the best that I could come up with. Hopefully, you know, Veronica isn't too difficult to deal with. I think Veronica is going to be our primary problem here. I don't think I can avoid her, unfortunately. So we're just going to hope that we can survive somehow, and then take it from there. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm pretty sure we can take out Camilla because we got the vantage. But that's about it. That's all. That's literally all I got. Player phasing this would have been just too difficult. I don't think I have enough actions on this team or in this season to get on the traps and get out in one turn. I would need some dance. Disarm trap is so valuable, man. Disarm trap, I feel, is the most valuable it has ever been. I don't know, maybe that's just my opinion, but that's just how I see it currently, with how tanky the front lines are, and the fact that pretty much everyone has their traps placed up in front of the defense. So you kind of know where the traps are going to be, at least the real ones, and it's just whether or not you can figure out a way to get... Oh, yeah, somebody's dead here. And I forgot that he inflicts the feud at the start of phase or turn or whatever. Yeah. Poor Crom. I'm pretty sure she could have killed Marth there because without the set of support, he's not winning speed checks. So yeah, that's GG's, man. This is a well-built defense, I gotta say. Got me again. All right, finally. Finally, we can go into some easier matches, or at least we can probably get a win on this one, unless I mess this up royally, but I'm pretty sure we can win this one with Marth. So far, he's taken 2 L's. I don't know, man. I feel like we're swinging back into, we're slowly swinging back into a tanking meta. I feel like we're kind of, like, especially with the terrain effect, I feel like they are slowly nerfing our Gale Force stuff, or at least hit and run, I should probably say. Yeah, with how the game is, how defenses are set up these days, I feel like hit and run,
a new step.
all of the defenses that we've come across so far today, at the very least, have been kind of walled off like this, making it difficult to go in on turn 1. There's rarely a defense that's like completely open and there's like a free spot to go into. So it does feel like hit and run is getting targeted a bit in terms of being able to run that strategy consistently and get wins with it.
What?
Gale Force, in terms of melee Gale Force, I feel like it's a little bit difficult. Melee or range, probably. I feel like it's a little bit more difficult now with how bulky everything has gotten. So that's definitely something to consider as you're building your teams. I think the Corrin that we've just gotten has definitely contributed to the future of, like, at least the next couple of months of what we're going to be expecting with the Ether Raids game mode. It's going to be very difficult, very tanky. A lot of that grass stuff that it makes it so hard, especially on that map with the forest map with the green trees and the trenches. It's going to be impossible to see anything on that map. You can just imagine it now. It's not. It wasn't a good pick to use that color scheme at the very least. But yeah, positives. I do think the ring is a fantastic counter. The counter that we've desperately needed to stop Camilla. Interesting, workarounds in terms of how it can be played around, how the terrains interact, how Camilla's start of turn effect works. This is what the Brave Corrin should have gotten in a refine and remix. This is what they should have done. Don't know why they didn't do it with the stone terrain that she has, but whatever. And I'm pretty sure they would cancel each other out. She can't run both of them, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think she can run both of them. I guess one is when she ends actions and the other one is turn. Maybe she could. maybe she could. I don't know. You could try it. I don't know. But, I mean, why? Who's really using that corn these days? Brave corn, at the very least. But yeah, I think the terrain effect is the start of the decline for Camilla. In terms of just limiting her ability to do stuff. The others, the pseudo Camillas, can still get in because they have the pass, and really it's not limited to the way that Camilla does it, which is she warps to the terrain. So you can still have like Hinoka with Miasma attack and then creates the terrain, and then Camilla can warp in behind. But you don't really want Hinoka to be the primary initiator because she might die. So, you know, there's still, I like the fact that there's counterplay now, whereas before Camilla just was so dominant that there's just nothing that you could do except lose. So we're kind of swinging back into a meta where there's gameplay, there's stuff that you can do to stop your defense from getting rolled over, and that's a good thing. This is balanced. This is what we should have had to begin with. Or at least right after Camilla came out, there should have been something like this to stop her. Or some very, very bulky save to stop her, like Jimbro kind of probably could do if you build him in a specific order. But yeah, this is what we should have had to begin with. And we're in September, October, pretty much. And we're just getting this. Those are like 6 months at least of dominance from Camilla, which is a lot for a flyer. I don't think we've had a flyer. Yeah, I don't think we've had a flyer that has been this dominant for this long. So kudos to Camilla. At the very least, she's definitely left an impression in the game, and she's definitely shaped the meta around her, and it's gonna be seen in terms of the future of the game, in terms of whether that's for good or bad. I don't think I'm going to look back at this time in the game fondly. I'm not. This has not been my favorite, what do you call it, like version of Faye. I've not enjoyed this. So definitely looking back to at least being able to get into summoner duels, because I can put that ring on anyone. I don't have to deal with the Camilla problem, or at least it's not as obnoxious as it was before. So I'll definitely be looking to get back into SD. I think it's a good ring for saves, not the greatest ring for them, but I usually have, a couple of units on a team that don't have a ring. Okay, here we go with another map. We got another easy one here, thankfully. Man, these maps are getting harder and harder, and I just don't know what to do. It's primarily Jimbro. I just don't know how to deal with him. Because I don't use mine, so I just don't know what the counters are and how to play into him. And really, my thinking would be to just blow him up with like a ranged nuke or something, but it's not that easy to do, actually. It's way more difficult than you think it is. Or I'm pretty sure everyone knows how hard it is to take him out, but yeah, it's so hard. So difficult these days. I mean, it was a good reprieve gas season. There's always a way to get in, but being back in regular Ether raids, it's a reminder that things are getting more challenging, and for better or worse, probably for the better, because you don't want the game mode to be boring. There's always going to be a desire or a need for some amount of difficulty for a game mode like this. That's what keeps me coming back, at the very least, for the competitive aspect of it. I don't know, man. I don't know, maybe I should be using him more, Jimbro, but I'm just not a fan. I'm just not a fan. I'm still trying to get Ryoma. I'm up to 35 out of 40, and I have not gotten a single unit off that. It's been painful. 20 orbs every 2 days, just trying to get to 40, and I have not gotten a single unit off that banner. I've gotten focus bubble. My bubbles are full. 35 out of 40. My bubbles are just full, and it's probably going to be some trash unit that I don't want. It's probably going to be the guy with the axe or something. I've been skipping green. Like, honestly, I've been skipping green, and I feel like it's going to come back and get me. Now is the time. I certainly feel it. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is spark Ryoma. In terms of Hanoka would probably benefit me the most in terms of my playstyle currently for especially Astra season, because I'm immediately going to fodder her to Loki. Thor, my apologies. Immediately going to fodder Hanoka to Thor, but I can't not get Ryoma. I would love both of them. Orbs, and then I still haven't pulled on the, I don't know when I'm going to start pulling on the legendary banner because I have no orbs. So I won't have the new ring for a bit.
What now?
Which means I probably have to skip another SD season unless I get like super lucky and 3-puller or something, but I'm probably going to have to skip another SD season, unfortunately. But so far, the terrain has not been fun to play with. After those 2 matches, I have not enjoyed that. And it's going to be more maps that are going to have that terrain as we go forward. Kind of increases the value of salvage, makes salvage more desirable. Like, I would want to have salvage on my team now, knowing that this is something that I'm going to have to deal with, the terrain effect. But then I hope they don't print more of that. More of the salvage status effect, because it's one of the reasons that the game kind of went into a bad space for a bit with Camilla. So I'm hoping that they don't do that. But then everything that I've hoped that they didn't do so far, especially making copies of Camilla with Hinoka, that's probably the primary example of everything that I've hoped that they didn't do. They kind of just do it, which is, Umu Musume Lin, Horse Lin, that's a thing now. So whatever you think they're not going to do, they're probably going to do it, and it probably is going to be really, really quickly. So
I see.
I'm not looking forward to that. There's probably going to be more salvage in the future, which doesn't sound fun. Got quite a few Fates units, Ryoma, and now the Korin. I don't remember what the banner before that was. Oh, it's probably the
Close your eyes.
banner, probably. So there's that. But I feel like we haven't gotten any 3 houses in a while.
I am not sure.
Which is probably not a bad thing. It's probably not a bad thing. We've definitely not gotten anything for Roy, which is peculiar. I really thought Roy would have been the hero for this emblem banner, because it's been so long since that game has gotten a unit that is good. Fur, I guess, is representation from that game, but not really what I was looking for. I'm going to be swapping her to Light Season because of the range. I think she really would benefit from being paired with Lin, but actually I don't have Lin, so never mind. It probably doesn't matter. I haven't been... I don't have orbs to be able to summon on that banner yet, so that's going to be a wait. But eventually, when I do get Lin, she's probably going to be paired with Fur. I think that's a really good partnership. Fur definitely needs that extra range to be able to initiate safely, and also just overall increase her threat range. But it's been quite the challenging affair so far today, so it's good to get another win under our belt. GG's, this has been another fun match. We got one more match to play. Alright, our last match of the day, another easy one, thankfully. We're gonna use the Leon team, or the team that has Leon on it this time, but we won't make it to turn 3. This is gonna be done within at least 2 turns here. Trap placements looks like we should be fine. Fur apparently has enough HP to clear the Hex Trap, so I honestly thought they would have upgraded the Magic Trap a long time ago. What has been like 2 years? At least a year since it's been upgraded. They upgraded it like right away after it came out, and then since then it's just been at 65 for a very, very long time. I think it really needs to go to 70 for it to be like an actual like how the Bull Trap, that's definitely like something that you don't want to go on, because that can ruin so many of your strategies. But the Magic Trap, you just lose a turn and that's it. And then if you meet the health requirements, it doesn't even matter. Granted, you can still get to 70 HP, but I feel like 65 is a little bit too easy to reach. So yeah, I'm very surprised that they haven't upgraded it so far. It feels like something that should have been done a long time ago. Gotta be careful about my initiations here so that I don't waste or lose any actions. There's a lot of guard on this map. So we definitely need to get Thor up there somehow. I just don't know exactly how to do that yet. And that's what you're seeing me try to do here. I'm trying to figure out how to get Thor into the within 3 spaces range to have everyone else take full advantage of her support effect. So I'm gonna tinker with this for a bit and then we'll get going. I think this is probably the best play to be out 1, 2, 3. So even if this is real, should still be fine. Which is it is real. So but yeah, man, if I had the B skill right now, I don't know if I should spark Ryoma or Hinoka. I feel like clearly in this situation, Hinoka would have been more helpful to me, having the effect.
My greetings.
I don't know. Do I need another? Ryoma's so good though. Argument could be made that they'll just release another good infantry red sword unit. I have, in terms of speed checks, he's very fast. I mean, I do have Byleth I could try to, work with, give him Lagu's loyalty, because I still have a copy of that I haven't used. I don't know. Maybe I should go with Hinoka.
I seek a foe.
Again, I'm saying this because I've had a terrible summoning session to this point. I've gotten no one on that banner, not even Ash. So, and I don't even want Ash, and I haven't gotten her. So I don't know. It's just kind of it's a tough. Oh, I gotta pick 1 out of 4 units. It makes it a little bit harder. Usually I get some amount of luck before the spark, but this time around it's been very dreadful. A very dreadful session. We missed the Gale Force there, even though Thor was within range. I guess the guard on Astra was just too strong for Tana to get through, so we got like 0 charges on our Gale Force there, which is unfortunate. And we also look like we failed. Okay, good. We got Gale Force on Camilla at least, so that's some actions, and we got Gale Force on Elm. So I guess it means that hopefully we can get this on Fur as well.
Keep your guard up.
Okay, no tempo. Okay, that's unfortunate. So no additional actions on Fur either. This has all just been bad. So we're gonna have to make sure we make these last 3 attacks count. We only need to take out 2 of the units. We're gonna pin Azura. And okay, Elm can do it. Elm is really good, man. I hate the fact that he's this good because Embla is my preferred character. I like Elm. I like Embla more than I like Elm. So I don't like the fact that Elm is this good. But I can't. It's like it would be unfair of me not. It would be unfair of me to not, mention at this point that Elm is really, really good. He's very good, man. So yeah, this turn is done. We're pretty much just gonna get the other pot and get out of here. So yeah, it's gonna be a while before I get the new units, unfortunately. I do plan to get them, but it's gonna take a while. I've seen some testing. Lynn looks as bad as I thought she was in terms of combat, but her support is gonna make her very useful. GG's.